fuck watches it?
Anime trap house, Shimonette about to put the mask out. Anime trap house, JoJo shit, we stand out. Anime trap shit, hoes on tap in the bag, piss. Anime trap.
Y'all should feel blessed that the best host with the most toast broast is in your ear holes once again in the same anime. I'm so nice they named me twice. I'm so cry, I'll make you want to die. But it's not fair to take all the credit. The light is only so bright because of how dark the shadow is. The shadow of the house, which is as disgusting as the capitalistic exploitation of the mouse. Of course, I'm talking about the anime trap house. I am your host, Harris Left Leg Khan. Followed by Kyle, Right Leg Ramsey, because you know, that ain't a lump, baby. That ain't a lump, baby. Justin Left Arm Flory, PJ Right Arm Pinnin, and Coty Head Ass Head Chambers. How's everybody doing today?
I'm proud of you. You didn't do a you ever just think about stuff.
Yeah.
There's gonna be enough of that. The show did it.
When you sit on the toilet and you're just sitting there and you feel like you're gonna die, and then you're like, man, I might die on the toilet right now, and then you don't. Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
Dude, I think about that.
But then you leave, leave a tombstone on your toilet.
Yeah.
It's just cause.
I was like, it was last year when the Elvis movie came out, or maybe earlier this year, when I was like, didn't he die in the toilet? And then like someone else died in the bathroom or the toilet.
A lot
and
of
then
people die in the toilet.
Yeah, and it was like because it's like a cocaine thing.
What?
Yeah, like
is that what it was?
Yeah, because cocaine makes you constipated, and then like you die on the toilet.
Yeah, cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It is.
So after that, I was less afraid that I was gonna die on the toilet.
I thought it was
like,
more common because like it's like the first thing you do when you wake up, and something with like blood pressure. You just
in most cases of people dying on the toilet, it is drug related.
I did wipe my ass this week, and it was completely blood. So I'm ready, boys.
PJ's living my life somehow, and he is way more healthy. Than
healing
I am.
up.
That's absurd, dude.
You know, when I shit blood, PJ, it's never internal. It's because my shit was so big that it ripped my asshole open. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's the worst, too, because, okay, first of all, before I get into the gross shit, I just want to make a PSA announcement, a public service announcement to everybody listening.
Maybe you should just lube up before you shit.
Huh?
Just like dip.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that's a dangerous game though, because you're gonna like lube the inside of your finger, like a butt, and then you're gonna get the little chunk.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying,
your finger's the conductor.
Like,
you know?
I feel like you need to dip and then dip. You know.
I think you need to train yourself. You need a bad dragon. You need a Kyle, dude.
Yeah.
You need a Kyle.
Kyle, or you need to like start like you need to give your
Fenrir
a little like a little head boop before.
Yeah.
You know, like just like lube up and head boop your poop and then.
Yeah, I think my asshole is just way too tight. I think you're right. I think I need to train it a little bit.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, PSA announcement. Bidets are the best thing ever.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that. Like, if you don't have a bidet, you think they're weird, you're a fucking idiot, because they're not, and they're the best things ever. They're the best. They're the best thing.
I gotta get one.
You do. Also, because I only want to bring up a bidet because you were talking about your asshole being ripped open. When you tear your asshole open and it hurts and you're like, all right, I'm done now, and you have that water hit your asshole from the bidet, dude, it hurts so fucking bad because I'm like, it's open wound. And the water is not, it's not like light. Like it is a spray, dude. Like you are.
But just like dribble some salt down your back, you know? And then the salt will go into the water. I
don't have a bidet
in there, you know?
But when I do shower, I grab that shower head. We put that shit on power jet and we shove it right in between them cheeks. I'm trying to fucking shoot up that hole, bro.
Dude, I Captain Morgan my leg on the side of the bathtub and grabbed my ass cheek and spread it open and fucking... I scrape my asshole, bro. I'm fucking up there like this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just not late.
Listen, you gotta get in there, dude.
That's how
don't
That's how I
want
shave my butt.
any poop particles on me at all during the day. Okay? It's fucking gross.
Correct.
And I don't know how people don't wash their ass. Like, I've seen people sit down on a toilet, stand up, and there's shit on it. How, dude? That means you have poop on your butt cheeks, bro. How the fuck does that happen?
Just got a nice.
Also, I mean, if you don't have a bidet and you're not rocking baby wipes in the bathroom, you've got real problems because that is the cleanest way to get it done.
I just saw like someone sent me a TikTok of like a nurse that was like, you don't know how many men sit down on the examining table, like bare ass, get up, and there's a poop stain.
Yep, I've seen that one too.
You're never going to see a poop stain out of me.
Never.
Oh, no, never, dude.
Ever.
Never.
If I even think I'm going to leave a poop stain, I'm killing myself before I sit down.
The only reason I like things in my ass is because I've been putting my finger up there to make sure it's clean.
Yeah,
my whole
dude.
fucking life.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, if you ever hop in my shower, do not touch the orange loofah. That is an asshole loofah. All right? Leave that alone.
Dude,
Dedicated.
I'm stealing it, bro. I am stealing that loofah. And I'm gonna wear it like a necklace.
You're gonna see like them kids from Ed, Ed and Eddie, dude. I'm gonna have that shit right up. Fucking, you know,
I'm gonna wear that motherfucker like a chain, bro. Grab it up when I'm feeling depressed.
You go to like friends' houses and collect their ass loofahs and put them on a chain.
Yeah.
I want them like Killmonger,
dude.
Like when the dude was collecting ears and shit on his necklace. I'm collecting asshole loofahs, bro.
Yep.
Straight out of Vietnam.
That's right, baby. Let's go.
The post poop shower is my friend's Vietnam. I understand.
Yeah.
You ever been
Post
in
poop
shit?
showers for poor people, so we don't do that.
Post. Oh.
Look,
Harrison,
bro.
you think about it, is for rich people because that water bill is yup. You know.
Good point.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm the poor
Yeah.
one.
Real poor people have a bucket of water they just dip their ass in.
Right.
Yep.
Real poor people just kind of like
Stick their finger in
just
the
like
toilet.
run the sink at like the lowest setting, like before it's like completely stopped. Right when it's like that first steady stream, and then just kind of like punch up in there, you know.
See, the thing is, you got to be real frugal. You got to take your finger, get so much spit on it, and then just fucking just rub it, and then
you just be really frugal and just take off the top of the toilet, use that water, spritz it back in.
Okay. Okay.
Real poor people have their homies come over and have them spit water onto their asshole.
Yeah.
But then you're rich in another way. You're rich in friendship.
You're rich in friendships and
good
heart. It's true. That's what I'm lacking.
Today, we're watching Parasyte episodes 19 through 24, the finale.
I'm sorry, Harris. I just have the idea of saying, if I were a rich man, and then just singing about having your friends spit water in your asshole. If I were a rich man, shooby dooby 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 doo, Coty would spread my cheeks in, giving little spits.
That's yeah.
I just imagine like a bunch of people sitting around a table and they're like, yes, well, Kyle's coming over at 3:45 for my daily afternoon shit.
That's the real kind of stuff we don't know about rich people.
Right, dude. They have
That's
poop
the kind of
friends,
shit
bro.
they do that we don't even know.
We don't even know.
You wouldn't even have to
They
pay me that
have, they have
much.
human bidets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think I
that-
I use a mechanical bidet?
That's that shit in like ancient Rome, right? In like Spartacus time, where like I don't even wash myself. I just walk into a pool of water and stand like this,
Yeah.
and then like 3 people just scrub me, and one of them's like sucking my dick.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? That's the crazy shit.
In the latrine, bro, there is 2 sections of the latrine, right? And there's on a sliding stone slab, okay?
Yeah.
There's a person laying on the stone slab with water in their mouth, and they slide over, the shit falls into the hole, and then they slide back and they go and they blow water right up into the ass.
Coty just knocked something in my brain. I know we're already spending a lot of time on this, but is that those little cherub statues, like the little angels?
Oh,
Yeah, is that what that is?
Yeah.
That's where it originated.
Yeah.
Makes total
Honestly,
sense.
honestly, what are fountains if not public bidets?
Justin's a fucking genius, bro. Justin's a fucking genius.
What are you doing? It's a bidet, is it not?
I mean, you want to talk about frugal? You're using city resources.
Dude, that's just smart too, because now you're using the government's fucking money.
Right? Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Insane.
Yeah, so Parasyte, 19-24, the finale, where we find out that the real monsters are the friends we made along the way, not the actual monsters that unfurl their heads into ribbons with blades, but humans. You know, normal shit. But before we get into it, there's a word from the sponsors that we have. Catch the show live every Thursday at 5 p.m.-ish over at twitch.tv/theanimetraphouse. If you can't make the live stream, then check it out on YouTube or podcast services everywhere. Just type in Anime Trap House and just like rub your elbow against the enter button enough times until it shows up. Make sure it's not the shift button because it's going to enable sticky keys. And then it's going to enable different kind of stuff.
Hey!
If you like the stuff we say and want to help push us to the next level, come support us over at patreon.com/anime trap house. Just like our Patreon producers that I still don't write names for because I'm stupid. Purdue, Dart Slays, Diesel Tech, Girl with a Pikachu Tattoo, Moose Man, Big Happy, Gauzon, and our Patreon royalty, the two of Chubbs, El Yas.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
If you have questions for us or just want to tell us how awful we are, then email us at ath@animetraphouse.com. And if you would like to be part of our community and bullshit around with a group of like-minded individuals that are degenerates and funny and kind of weird, then come join our Discord server or Facebook groups.
He said kind of weird.
You said word from our sponsors, and I thought you were going to try and shame companies by just sitting there quietly.
Look, eventually Disney will buy us out. That's just what's going to happen, you know?
Disney will buy everything.
Exactly. I can't wait until the Anime Trap House logo has like a fucking tower.
Mickey Mouse ears?
You know?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
And so we're in Kingdom Hearts.
Yep.
Are you kidding me?
Dude.
And then
put me in the
fucking
game.
Sora, or I don't know, has to travel to the fucking Trap House world, and it's just fucking piss everywhere.
Yep.
Sora!
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they like change into different things like Donald's like a tarp with piss on it.
Yeah.
And Goofy's a giant dildo.
Yeah.
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 I want Sora to be
Goofy's
wearing
just
one of
like-
those fucking face masks that have the dildo on the chin, the chindos.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
See?
I just want Goofy to just be like, "Gore, Sora, you're in the septic tank."
Uh-oh,
Yeah, when you
Sora.
start in the septic tank and you have to like crawl out of the sewers, and then when you get out, you see the Mount Gushmore.
Mount Gushmore. Yeah.
Off in the distance.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah.
I
made it?
imagine it to be like Atlantica from the second Kingdom Hearts, where it's all like music based and like QTEs, and it's just the worst thing
It's
that
just
no one ever
awful.
wants to do.
Yeah.
Everybody hates it. No, dude, my favorite thing about replaying Kingdom Hearts is like when you get to a new world, you're like, man, I fucking hated this world.
Yeah.
But then you just do that for the entire fucking game.
Yeah.
Did I like this game?
Yep. Dude, that's the realest shit of my life whenever I play the first one. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
it's
dude,
only the
Tarzan.
first one,
Ah,
'cause
fuck, Alice in Wonderland.
in-
Fuck, Monstro.
Yeah, in 2, there's a lot of worlds I like. But in 1,
Yeah.
dude, I think I only liked Halloween Town. And that was
That's
fucking
why.
it.
No, I only like Hercules because it was like, I just fight here. It's 2 screens and I just fight.
Yeah, you literally just fight.
But yeah, I feel that, man. That's real life on Kingdom Hearts 1. All right, so that sponsors. This is time for the dope or choke. Let's get into it, Kyle.
So the first 2 episodes of this happened, and I was like, dude, I hate it. This is gonna be fucking dope. And then the rest of it happened, and it's a choke. It's still a choke. Wait, sorry. I said first 2 episodes, but by that I meant first 2 episodes I watched today. I watched 3 yesterday, so episode 4 and 5. I was like, God, this is good. And then it just like backtracked on shit. And then the last episode was just like, what the fuck is happening? And long story short, choke.
Right. Go ahead, Bless you, Mr. Justin Sneezy.
Yeah. Yeah. This is the most fucking lukewarm shit I've ever seen in my life. This shit. Music sucked. Music never got better. I knew it wasn't gonna be good, but the characters were fine, I guess. The main character was okay until the end, and then it was just like the last episode blew fucking dicks. That episode fucking sucked so bad. I like a good like ending, like, where are they now? Like, how did things turn out? This shit was booty cheeks. This sucked.
Sometimes a show is like, hey, we need to tie up a loose end. And you're like, I didn't realize there was a loose end that needed to be tied. I didn't give a shit about that.
Yeah, I don't even care about tying up loose ends. Like, I like seeing, people are happy now. This is great. And then all of a sudden there's that fucking murderer dude that... What was the whole point of this episode? There's just no fucking... No reason. No reason at all.
Loose end.
Yeah. They're like, oh yeah, remember that, guy that you didn't give a shit about to begin with? Like, let's talk about his ending.
It's like when you play a game and you do like 90% of the quests, and then like you finish it, and then you see that you still have like one other quest, and you're like, I guess, and then it's like completely unrelated, and you're like,
yeah,
I don't know. I feel like I just saved the whole world, and now I'm like,
dealing with like like that's like beating like the Elite Four, and then Tommy the fucking youngster comes by with his level 5 Rattata,
right?
being like, remember me?
Right? Like,
and then you fight him, and then you just
story's over. Yeah. We killed like the mega monster, and then this guy's like, hey, I'm still here. Like, okay.
Yeah. I was like, I don't understand how this show in the last 6 episodes was so slow. Like, the whole thing with the fucking like City Hall ended. And I was like, there's still 3 episodes left. What the fuck? What's going to happen? And then it was 2 episodes of fucking, like, whatever his fuck name is, going to fight Gonzo. Yep.
Gonzo. Garbanzo bean, dude.
It took forever. This gets a choke from me. That last episode especially. It was like a very light dope, and then they did that to me.
Yeah.
And no forgiveness. This gets a choke.
PJ.
It was a choke. It was bad. We just got progressively worse. Like everything in the beginning of the series that started like, all right, you have my attention. I want to figure out what's going on. Why are the parasites here? They're like, hey, yeah, all that, none of that. We're not going to dig into that at all. There was no resolve of everything that happened in the entire show. It's like they showed us like, oh, there's some parasites in this building and there's this group. It didn't even tell us why they were so bad. And then they were like, we're going to eradicate them. And then it just didn't make any sense leading up to it. The plot holes were insane, and I hate to be a Kyle about this, but on the same side, all they did was explain all the things that didn't matter, and like had these weird moments where he was like going through his brain and talking to himself. But in the end, they didn't explain anything I wanted to know. So it was just really disappointing in the end. Yep. And then again, you're not going to lead me on to think somebody has a chance of dying and then save them. Yeah. For being caught in the end, I was like, this is it. I was like, I was so close from like just going, fuck this, just give it the rope and the whole fucking thing sucks. I don't even know why we had this episode to begin with, like Justin was saying. The whole point of him stabbing Goto, out of nowhere, Goto can't fucking hit you now? Are you kidding? Yeah. It was all bad. It was all bad. I was very disappointed.
It was just like down the whole series. It was just so dumb because like all of a sudden they were like this, especially this last group of episodes, which I agree with, but like it's very environmentally like that's the message that they're trying to convey in
Which
like
it
this last
was
6
always
episodes.
trying to get to it, but it wasn't
Yeah.
doing it well enough.
No, and it got worse. It got
Yeah.
like when he stabbed fucking Goto and he's like, yeah, the toxins from burned acrylic must have infected him. And I'm like,
Okay,
get the fuck out of here,
Okay.
dude. You fucking grow up, dude. Who do you think I am? What?
Who do you think you are? I am, dude.
I
How dare
am.
you?
the whole
dare
old
you.
lady shit. Who would listen to this stuff in dub?
I did.
I did
That
for the
old
last.
lady's southern voice. What
Yeah.
the fuck was that?
I was gonna say I like the old lady
I
part.
didn't-
I did
that was
too.
cute. But
Honestly, the dub was pretty fucking decent. Actually, I didn't mind it at all.
yeah.
It
Yeah.
wasn't bad at all.
The
There
old
was
lady
some-
voice was the only thing I couldn't stand.
There were some rough ones, like rough characters in the dub, but it was fine. It wasn't. It
I
didn't
was
ruin
expecting
the
it to
anime.
be utter fucking dog shit
Ass.
though. I
Yeah.
think it was so low that when it wasn't terrible, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Did you also notice that the beginning song? I don't know what the name of it is, but if you watched it dubbed, it was in Japanese. If you watched it subbed, it was actually in English on Hulu.
Was it really?
I did not. I did
Yeah,
not.
if you go
notice
back
that.
and listen to it, yeah, I would listen to it both ways. I was like, what the fuck is my brain doing? Why
They're
can't I
like, we do
understand
not
this
want
now?"
you to understand this intro at all.
Go ahead, Cody.
It gets a choke. I don't know why I have fond memories of this show. Maybe when I watched it, I was like, oh, it's so deep. Everybody's the same. Oh, maybe I had a Harris moment when I watched it, but man, it's like the first episode went so fucking hard and like with how brutal and gory it was. And then they just were like, yeah, that's done.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then when they tried to get all deep with it and everything, and it was just so fucking stupid, I'm like, okay, so everything's the same and everybody's just trying to live. But like anything trying to live will still defend itself. So you're like, yeah, you know, this dude, he might come back and he might literally kill everybody. And he had the thought of like, maybe I'll just leave him and let life go on. I'm like, dude, no, what the fuck are you? If a cow could get an AR-15 and mow us down, it would do it. What are you talking about? It was just dumb, dude. I don't get it.
They're really cute. But I get what you're saying.
This fucking
We've
guy.
been like tipping them over for like
Yeah.
Forever,
decades,
dude.
dude. There's
Just
a lot
tipping
of
the shit
anger
out of
built
them.
up there, dude.
Yep.
But yeah, it gets a choke, man. I don't know. This shit lasted way too long. Not enough happened. It was just bad.
My main thing is there's just so much of the show that it doesn't make you care.
Yeah.
You know? I don't have anything that I want to know. It doesn't like there's the whole mystery of like where they come from, the parasites, that like they could have explored, and I would have been like the whole time being like, oh, this is going somewhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't even do that.
Nope.
And instead they really want to make it like about the message, right? Which is fine, except drive home the message, maybe, you know? So much of the plot is conflict with Parasyte. Like, if you had, I don't know, an actual school shooting from a regular human, and then if you had, like, some actual, like, environmental, like, disaster happen, and, like, if you had actual instances of humans being bad for, like, both society and the planet within the story, then you could, like, have more firm ground to stand on when the guy, like, is in this trash heap and etc. But also, don't just bring up a random fucking trash heap.
Yeah.
You know it's so random when he has to be like, the one that I saw earlier. You're like, yeah, dude. Like,
Yeah.
You know, I will look back at this anime and I will be like, it was good. I do not feel that way about it right now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot that my mind was filling in this that I'm pretty sure I've accused Kyle of such in the past when
You have.
he's been
You
like,
have a lot, actually.
this is good. And I'm like, no, it's not. You're just filling in a lot of the shit. And that's exactly what I was doing the first time I watched it through. I was like, this is this is pretty good. I kind of fuck with this. And then I watched it again to write for it, and I was like,
You realize there's nothing
no, I filled this in. Like, you just threw exposition at me, and then I tried to add emotion and interest to this, and you did not do it for me. Again, there is a really good anime and story in this. It's just not what we were given, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't know if making it 2 seasons would have made it better, or making it 12 episodes would have made it better, but this was the wrong length. And this was the wrong way to do it.
24 episodes the wrong way. Sorry.
Yeah, there's a lot that I eventually understood and was like, okay, I kind of fuck with this. I kind of like this. Like, when he catches Murano from the building, dude, before he caught her, I was like, dude, let the man have one piece of happiness in his life.
One.
He just smashed her, told her he loved her, and the last thing we saw was her being like, don't say you love me.
Bro, okay, that's another fucking thing, dude. That shit was wild. That came out of no. I couldn't believe he was fucking smashing her.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Where? How?
Yeah.
She's like, hey, you want to come to my place? He's like, yeah. And then they're fucking, and I'm like,
Like
Isn't
right.
they act like in Japan, if you get invited to somebody's house, you're fucking because
That's
there was
consent.
nothing else.
That
She was
is
like, "Do you want to
consent.
come over?"
Yeah.
Instead of like hanging out
Yeah.
or eating
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
talking,
Yeah.
it was like the second we step foot
Yeah.
in this house, your dick is out. Do you understand?
yeah. He's like, oh, I'm eating,
Yeah.
but not dinner.
Yeah, dude.
And what's insane, like earlier that day, he like fucking bear hugged her to death.
Yeah.
Like hugged her, and she's like, ow.
That,
Like,
I mean, that
get
got
off
her
of me.
going. That was
Yeah.
the problem. That's why she
I
told him to
guess.
get
I
off it.
fucking guess so.
That's the
Yeah.
move.
So, you know, there's something good here. What we got was not it, but I could fill in a lot and be like, this is okay. Any criticism for the show, I could be like, well, this is what they were trying to go for, but it's not what they did, you know? So yeah, it's a choke. I feel bad about giving it a choke because I do feel like if I was in my 20s, I would be like, whoa, man, this shit goes hard, you know? But like, I'm old. I don't know. This ain't it for me.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's just the gore that stuck with me. I don't know why I. 'Cause
There's
when
some
I suggested,
dope,
I'm like,
dude,
dude,
there's-
I remember fucking with this shit heavy. I was like, yo,
Dude, when
Parasyte's
Goto
dope.
makes like a waterfall of blood and humanity, that
Yeah.
alone
Yeah.
almost was like,
Yeah, he fucking turned into a Beyblade and just fucking went down the hallway.
I didn't know
that
what
shit
to
was
do with
dope as
myself,
hell,
dude.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, man, like,
Yeah,
let me go back and see that again. That was insane.
but,
Yeah,
like,
but watching it now, dude,
so
it's
much of this
just
shit was
it's so slow. Like I watched this, I wanted to make sure I took it all in, so I didn't watch it at 2x speed, normal speed, everything. And I'm like, dude, I want to go do anything else right now.
Dude, at 2x speed is the way to watch this.
100%. Like watching this at 1.0 speed, it makes it a worse show.
Yeah.
Like 100%.
yep.
All right, let's get into it. The plot.
Plot, 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 plickety, plickety, plot. Skibbity-bitty-bitty-bam plot. Oh, do dum plot. Skibbity-bitty-bitty dum boo dum plot.
Blah, blah,
Boom boo dum
blah,
plot.
blah.
Okay, episode 19. Old Jerky McChicken is straight up staring into Shinichi's soul hole.
Who the
this is a
fuck
guy.
is Jerky McChicken?
Yeah,
or-
it's
or
the
a
murderer.
guy,
Right?
remember, because he was jerking off in the last episode, dude. How soon we forget?
How
How
soon,
soon
we forget?
Oh, yeah.
The best scene in the
It,
fucking
it really
show.
be your own, dude.
It's unreal. That would really be your own.
I said that to myself yesterday, and I was like, God, Harris is fucking with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just like, okay, this guy is animated like he's in the Boondocks, by the way. I don't know. I don't remember if we talked about it last week, but like,
No, we didn't, but that's fucking accurate.
Dude,
Holy shit.
it's like
dude.
everyone is like one type of animation, and this guy is from the Boondocks, you know?
Wow. It's like a crossover episode, and you don't even realize it.
Yeah, like he should have been Stinkmeaner, you know? This is Stinkmeaner before he was Stinkmeaner.
Okay.
Yeah, so we get the backstory of the guy, Origami. He's a serial killer, and he can tell the difference between humans and parasites because he's evil, guys. Listen,
He fucks with people.
he's
He
killed
knows.
enough people that he knows what people and monsters are. So there's levels
Yeah, because
here.
he's so human because
He's
he
so
tears them
human.
apart.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's not that he's a psychopath.
No,
He's
It's
just an extra human.
he's
path.
extra human because he's seen all of human.
Yeah, that's why
He's
Detroit
the
was
OG
dangerous,
human.
because they're
Yep.
too human.
Yes.
I beat you to it this time.
I'm surprised you got your own joke, honestly.
Good job, Kyle.
Fuck,
you did
man.
it.
I love this now 3 podcast callback.
Yeah.
He got caught being a serial killer with a body that he didn't even kill. He just
Yeah.
found.
He's
a
like,
body.
I didn't kill this. I didn't kill this one.
He's like, dude, I didn't. It wasn't me this time.
Yeah.
I promise.
Yeah. Like,
It's
and
fucked up.
how did he get caught for the rest? Like, did he
Yeah.
just like spill? Because they said like he killed multiple people,
Yeah.
and like,
I don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe like it's one of those things where like he had like bite marks or something. Like once they had him, they were like, "Hey, a lot of shit's fucking adding up with this dude."
Right.
You know?
There's coming, everybody. We know it was you.
All right. Fucked up.
Them
Killed
saying
a
how
bunch of
bad of
people
a
in prison.
dude this dude is makes it even more unforgivable when they just were like, "Yeah, take the handcuffs off."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck? What?
yeah, why?
Why?
Insane.
Yeah.
Why even
It's an
risk
obvious
it?
mistake.
Yeah.
It's a
Dude,
rookie
that
mistake.
entire like
that guy was rattled. Like that guy in general, that's why he's dead. He was rattled as fuck from the beginning. They should not have had that guy anywhere near this operation.
Wait,
No.
I'm heavily confused.
The guy that was
That was
with
his
him-
handler.
Yeah, his handler. Like
No, because doesn't he wake up and that's not real?
dude,
no,
that
it
part
was
is
real.
very jarring.
It is.
We'll
It's
get there.
fucking
We'll get
dumb.
there.
It's
We'll get there.
No,
what
no.
part?
He wakes up right after that and it's not real. But he was obviously escaped because the last episode.
Yeah, we'll get there, dude.
What?
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. We'll get there.
What?
Yeah.
Oh,
All of
God.
it.
Origami thinks that he might have seen something in Shinichi's eyes, but then he's like, no, he's just a guy. I don't know. This was very tense for no reason. Shinichi asks about like, hey, remember that baby? What are you gonna do about it? And Harama's like, do you want baby? just kidding. You don't want baby. That was it. There's
Yeah.
so many.
He's like,
scenes
but
that
I
I'm
got
what
you.
the- What the fuck?
I
is going
kind of
on,
understood
man?
that scene because he's trying to read Shinichi because he's like, I
Yeah,
don't
he's
know,
still
I don't know
confused,
what the
right.
fuck you are, but you're something. You're something.
He was trying to bait him into saying he has a relationship with Tamara. That's all. it was.
Yeah, like he just wants to
He's
know
like,
how
well, if
close
you're in
he
a
was
relation
to
with her.
Tamara.
Understood.
Yeah.
He's like, why you care about the baby so much?
This is
Kind of weird.
You're not even human.
you're not Detroit.
Okay.
Shinichi lays in bed and thinks about Tamara and Origami, and this is where I was like, okay, I understand what you're gonna do now. Like you've kind of been building to it, but this was the step that I was like, okay, you're gonna do the whole like the most human parasite is equal to the most parasitic human type bullshit, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know.
But it
It's
wasn't
such a
good.
Weird, it doesn't. It,
wasn't
still
good.
doesn't make sense though.
Mm-mm.
Like they're still very different.
Yeah, I don't. I was like, okay, I know how this is gonna end now. You fuckers, you know?
You fucked me.
This could have been something good. We're not gonna learn anything about the parasites. You're just gonna shrug it off and be like,
I just don't know how you even introduce something like that and then just like not even like make a little bit of mystery around it. You know?
I don't.
I
They did the thing from like M. Night Shyamalan's The Happening, you know?
happily.
The happily.
Where it's like it's just the earth.
Oh shit!
It's just the,
Happily,
Oh fuck! It's
happily.
M Night Shyamalan's The Happling.
what the hell happened, dude?
It's like that one fucking meme where that dude's just shouting, "It's happening!"
Yeah.
It's happening.
What's happening?
Oh shit!
dude?
Here it happens, and it's the tornado. Right?
It's happening.
a Parasyte hit squad has been created, and there's like a hard ass guy named Yamagishi, and he's like, this isn't human. This is pest extermination. And I was like, okay, what are you doing? You know,
That guy's American.
Yeah.
I'll tell you that. I know one when I see one.
Yeah, they got him. They
You
got
see
him.
one.
He's like, I spent 5 tours in America. I've been in Detroit.
He just hopped off the plane.
Yeah,
he
I've
knows
been in
what's
Shot a
going
lot of
down.
minorities.
Yeah.
He's like, it's us versus them.
Yikes!
Yeah.
He refers to everyone there as foreigners.
Yeah.
Poor boy.
The Parasyte team, like the head Parasyte team, realized what happened between Tamara and the other Parasytes that attacked her. They're like, dang, dude, where's she been? Oh, she dead? Yeah, she probably killed those guys because they hated her. Like, dang, what are we going to do now? And he's like, that's it. Shinichi is in school and says, I'm just going to go all out just this one time, senpai, and then runs like a 10-second 50 meter or something.
I have no concept of if that's good or not. They didn't
He
tell
goes
me.
he goes Sonic mode, and he's like, I could have done 9. And I'm like, what are you doing? What's happening right now? Who are you? Like, this is like a whole different person. First it was like bitch mode, then it was like dead inside mode, and now it's like emo, like,
You know,
You show a
psycho
bunch of
mode.
flashbacks, and it like shows all the tough moments he's been through so far in this series. And I thought he was gonna like fucking fly through that. And they were like 10.5, and I was like, that's still realistic. Like, guy, I know you're not like a runner, but that's still human. Like, I thought he was gonna go a lot faster.
Yeah.
Get it done in like 2 seconds. Like, what the fuck?
I thought he was gonna fucking be like the Flash.
Yeah. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but that was not it. Then he's changing in class in the locker room, and then some kids see his chussy. You know?
Yep.
yeah, they do.
They do see his little
Like, let me-
chussy.
They're like, let me.
Yeah.
Let me
They're like,
finger
hey,
you."
why are you so secretive? oh.
Oh fuck.
Oh, fuck. Look at that big old chussy you got, dude.
Dude, that chussy, dude.
Chussy.
Step student.
Step student, what are you doing? Step locker roommate. Locker mate.
Stop it. Stop it.
I think
We're all boys here.
I think
Take it
just saying
off.
Step for everything is now going to be a thing. Like,
Yeah.
Step coworker.
Yeah. Step coworker, what are you doing? And you have to write a whole story about it, like a transfer from another like store. You know? It works though. Harama shows up again to Shinichi to get him to help with the hit squad. And again, this is such a weird scene. He's like Shinichi's sitting with Murano, and then like Harama shows up and just stares at Shinichi.
Dude, it's just
And he's like,
we're gonna win.
he's like, how you doing? She's like, Murano's like, hasn't he had enough? Our school's been terrorized. You haven't taken him enough. And then the next scene, he's like working with him. Like, there's no like.
Dude, this shit was so. It's so, yeah, literally, this old dude just walks into the school. He like walks, like they walk past him, and dude's still looking at the school, and he just shouts at it. He's just like, "We're gonna win!" And they're like, "What the fuck?"
He wanted
Like,
them to
how
know,
is this
dude.
guy
What?
a high-ranking official? Someone get this man
Yeah.
help.
He's
Like,
gonna talk about
Yeah, dude is gonna start fighting a praying mantis on the
Yeah.
schoolyard right there because he is shouting
start
into the
shadow
fucking
boxing?
ether, dude. Yeah.
it just seems like ducking him. They're like, what the fuck? He's like, Mike Tyson! What the fuck is happening?
Imagine a government official just screaming that. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I do, but I assume the worst and just go into a bunker.
Yo, can we? Okay, for real though. Biscuit Oliva versus Goto.
Dude,
Oh,
Yo,
dude.
damn, dude.
yo,
Gotta be
wouldn't that be
Biscuit,
dope?
right?
Biscuits, Biscuits
Like,
gotta
dude,
be it,
okay, yeah. Oliva's like, you thought you were gonna eat me.
Yeah.
And then he turns into Pac-Man. He's like, I'm gonna eat you.
And then, like, yeah, dude, that'd be so fucking good. I'm just imagining him thinking the blades are gonna work, but he's like, I rub salt on my muscles, and they're so full. They're so fucking.
Well,
You
no,
get like
is
a
it-
10-minute.
That's a thing, though. Remember when they shot him with bullets? He's
Yeah.
like, my muscles are so dense that you can't
That's what I'm
penetrate me.
saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and then like you have like a 10-minute scene of while like the
Yeah.
bullet's just going off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like, it depends on which writer writes it, right? If like the Baki writer's writing it, he's like, so in like 1300s, the human body was sharpened to a point to become a blade, and you're like, what the fuck? And then this one's like, yeah, Biscuit Oliva is like a meditation on overconsumption and capitalism. And you're like, what the fuck?
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
show me the goddamn fight, man.
Yep.
Shinichi tells Yamagishi that the parasites are bug types, so they're weak to the fire type Pokemon flamethrowers.
Yeah.
Was this even used? Was this even used the whole time?
No,
This
the-
was-
Ya-
this-
Yama- when
Yes, it
Yamagishi's
was.
dying, he's like, maybe I should have.
Oh fuck! I should use
used
fire.
a flamethrower.
And then his head gets blown. Like
Which
No,
that's
they use the
also-
fire.
The fire in
For
the
like
forest.
a half a
In the
second
forest.
on a
Yeah.
spear or something, right?
Yeah, because he
yeah,
pushes
and what
it
did
with his
that
leg.
do? Yeah, what did that do?
Nothing.
It
just-
stopped
it
him
made
for
him
a
fall.
second.
You gotta.
Yeah,
They got
It's
away
like,
and Negan are
fuck.
dying.
Yeah.
It's
That's
dumb
what
as shit
happened.
because like literally like any D&D campaign, literally any horror movie, anything if you have a demon, generally, cleansing with fire is a thing. Fire is seen as purifying thing. It's always used to destroy the bad thing,
Fire.
The fact that it got through all the story and nobody was like, maybe we set it on fire.
Yeah.
bitch poured acid on it like in the 3rd episode, and
Right?
nobody thought of
That
using
was
that
the way to
again.
win.
Yeah.
I could have sworn that when she was talking about the old lady talking about how that big trash pile caught on fire, and then Goto walks over, I'm like, why didn't I think of this? Of course they're gonna light the fucking trash pile on fire and burn him alive. Nope,
No,
didn't do
no,
it.
fucking
He's gonna
idiot!
get
You didn't
all
even
the
think about the
foreshadowing
burned
that happened.
acrylic on
Didn't
the
happen.
iron spike. It was so
Dumb.
common sense.
Anyway,
So apparently, like, they start an operation, and it's at City Hall, and it gets surrounded by a bunch of buses, and then there's like tracking shit everywhere. They bring Origami and Shinichi to identify the parasites too, which again was so like, we're gonna put them in this bus, and they're gonna look at a screen, and then they're gonna tell us who the parasites
Yeah.
are. But we also have an X-ray machine.
Yep.
So like,
Yeah, I don't.
it was just a lot of fail safes.
Yeah. And Origami's like, what the fuck do you want me to do? I'm looking at a fucking screen.
Yeah, he's like, I can't, like, dude,
I
this
can't
thing's like
work like this.
480p, dude. What
Yeah.
are you doing? Like,
Yeah, what am I? What am I looking at a fucking porn video on my fucking 2002 cell phone? What?
Right.
He's like,
What is
I can
this?
barely.
I can't even jerk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
My fucking Zune, dude. You got this shit running on a Zune? Come on. People leave the building in groups of 7, and they do X-rays to see abnormalities. End of the episode. Dude, I give this episode a McDonald's out of Pokemon.
All right, no. We're not letting you. Tell me.
Go ahead.
Tell me. Go ahead.
Yeah, McDonald's, because you can't always have it your way. That's Burger King.
Killed him.
What?
Literally killed him.
Got him.
Dude, I've never heard somebody get fucked harder than that. Holy shit, dude.
Oh. My ussy, dude.
Yeah, your ussy got fucking rocked, bro.
Mhm.
All right. Episode 20. One of the parasites gets tracked and killed through this like X-ray method. And they're using like
They fucking
a
blasted
shotgun.
her, dude.
Yeah, they fucking
Yeah.
they gave her the 1-2 buckle your shoe.
Yeah, dude.
Most of this episode is just like a chess match between the Parasite group and the Hit Squad. Like Origami is sent in because they're like, yeah, we want to like move this along or something. The Parasites destroy the X-ray machine. There's a funny scene where like Origami's like, holy shit, that's one of them. And then the guy runs away and then they shoot him. And he's
Like,
like,
ah,
oh,
no.
not that one, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
fucking idiot, dude.
it is the best part of the entire show.
It
This
really
little
is.
comic relief, because it happens multiple times.
yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, it's pretty good. And yeah, the parasites like just go apeshit after they see this guy get gunned down. and they destroy the X-ray machine. They get fucked up. They like in the group of people that are all in the building, they get fucked up by parasites. People getting shot. Like it's just chaos. That's it. And then during this chaos, a group of like 6 or 7 people just leave.
Yeah, they just go. They're just like, hey, we're gonna
walk over there.
Like, what the
like,
fuck was that?
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Like, just let them.
Yeah, you're gonna tell me that you see a group of 6 people with fucking wonk eyes say they want to go to the 2nd floor.
Yeah,
and you're just like, I can't.
shot
It's not like I can shoot you. Yeah.
Yeah,
it was,
dude, for sure.
I
No,
don't understand.
Kyle's gone, dude.
yeah,
Kyle's
I've been in
gone.
so many situations where, like, I don't know if it's like the lazy eye or like what's going on, but like I'm just looking like the most guilty person out of like.
Yeah, they just don't know what's going on. They're like,
they just look at you. They're like, I can't
that
put my
guy.
finger on it, but
And
I
then
don't
once you
trust
sit there
you.
and you're like, how do I look less guilty? You're like, that's impossible. I'm fucking.
The part where they're like, where G.I. Joe literally walks in and he's like, all right, everybody on the ground. The
Yeah.
one dude's like, no. And he's like, I'm gonna shoot you.
Yeah.
He's like, you can't shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
he's
even
like
thinking
the
about
equivalent
it.
of the guy that goes, my rights. And you're like, okay, dude.
Yeah.
He just
Get on the ground, lefty.
right.
You
He
can
says, "This
have-
is America," and just like shows him.
America.
You can have
Shows
your
him the
rights
inside of
and
his
also
gun,
be
you know?
dead from a gun, dude. Like,
Yeah,
Ay.
you can have your rights. You gonna get this left too. That's all it is.
Yeah, this dude is 100% imported.
Yeah. Yeah, so Yamagishi comes in and he's like, everyone get on the ground, and he takes the serial killer too. And then the mayor and Goto talk, and the mayor's basically like, yeah, I think I'm about to die, my guy. And Goto's like, okay, I'm gonna do whatever I want.
Wait, okay. I don't understand why they portrayed him to be a parasite like the entire time. Like we've had expressive parasites, so it's not like we would have anticipated him being a human
They just
Why?
Instantly just dead inside.
He hated
sides with them.
humans so much that he was like, I want to be a parasite, but I'm not, so I'm just going to side with them, you know?
Yeah, they wanted
I get
to
that.
run their point home.
That is
like
that is cultural appropriation. Okay.
Yeah, but parasites
you
are
can't
still
do
new. They
parasite
don't know.
face.
Yeah. No, you can't. Well,
Yeah, like you can't go to a party and
can't.
just have like dotted lines across your face, you know? Like
Yeah.
that's not
Mhm.
okay.
Yep.
Parasites and random humans are throughout the building. Like they just going through the building and they're like, oh, those are humans. Oh, these are parasites. Light them up. And Yamagishi's like, hey, I don't need this serial killer anymore. I know the difference. And then the next time he comes across someone, he just shoots them.
He has no fucking clue, dude.
He
No.
just tells everyone, like, just shoot everyone. Like, I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
just
Shooting
shoot
is
everyone.
like-
It doesn't
Yeah.
kill 'em.
end
This
it.
is an
Like,
extermination. This is not rescue.
yeah, if you see someone, you shoot them on sight,
Yep.
dude.
Yep.
We're not playing around no more.
Yeah. Yeah. Use what you learned in the academy
Yeah.
back home. All right.
nothing.
This is how they do it.
Yep.
Origami sees Goto and just freaks the freak out, man. He's like,
No.
no,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
We have
Yep.
to leave.
Yep.
And he just takes off.
All right.
And his handler catches him and he's like, what are you doing? Were you just trying to like,
It's like you're.
that's it? That was your plan? You didn't see that, dude?
What?
What are you talking about, dude? That guy was not human. What are you stupid?
It's like none of these guys are. He's like, but he's really, really not
That guy's
human. Like,
literally not human.
That one
yeah. Like times 5, he's not a human.
Yeah.
I just had a dumb thought enter my brain. Sorry. So the parasites can turn their parasite flesh into metal, right?
Yeah.
Or something like metal, right?
Yep.
I'm imagining one of them being like, I'm gonna get found out. I gotta try and hide. And he just like stands in a corner and then he tries to make like his head look like a lamp.
File cabinet.
Like a lamp. It's just like a lamp coming out of a
Human.
suit. And he's like, no, I don't think this is perfect.
Yeah,
That's really
it's like
good. I
playing the
liked it a
fucking
lot.
prop game in Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that could have happened.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have.
Yeah.
He just turns into a giant dumpster.
Yeah.
Running around.
But you can't change the human part, so like you have to have the like the body. It'd be like a dumpster, and then a body like connected to it on the inside.
Yeah.
He could be 10 out of 10. He could be Ace Ventura trying to come out of that rhino's ass.
There you go. Now we're talking.
Mhm.
It's Halloween.
Goto is like surrounded by like 5 people, and he's like, "Let's go to this room," and they all follow him to the room.
I don't understand why. Just start shooting.
What?
He's like, there's not enough room for this.
Dude, these dudes are fucking bitch made, dude. Like, you're literally like the enemy's like, hey, come here real quick.
He's like, listen, if we stay here, you guys have an advantage. Can you just follow me? And they're
just
like,
follow-
yeah,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Does it sound good to you?
And then they get to the room and they just start shooting anyway. Like, it's just so stupid.
Yeah, that shit was stupid as fuck.
Goto takes them to the room, and then they all just start shooting at him, and he's just like, "Can't. It didn't work. You don't get me." That's it. And then he just kills everyone.
That
He,
shit
like,
was dope.
Holds the bullets in his body, and then just
Dude,
shoots them back
That
out.
was sick. When they were traveling up his fingers,
Yeah.
dude, that
I
was
don't know.
sick, dude.
Forearm was ribbed for my pleasure.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he starts
Yeah.
fucking coin shotting the shit, dude.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That shit was dope.
Meanwhile, a unit of this team approaches the mayor in like a forum hall. And that's the end of the episode. This episode gets Spartacus out of, man, what was that show with the BB guns?
Christmas Story?
Yeah. That's what it was, Christmas Story. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking, what's
You'll
holy
shoot your
shit.
eye out. Don't shoot at
Mhm.
Goto. You'll shoot your eye out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll let you have that one.
That's a good
I
one.
like
dude.
that.
That's what you're talking about. I
Good.
just couldn't remember the
Yeah.
movie.
Dude, I have had to watch that movie so many times in my life.
That's
I
my
love
favorite
that movie,
Christmas
dude.
I
man.
watch it like a minimum 5 times every year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can never
it's on
say I've
TNT,
seen it all the way
24
through.
hours.
And my dad
It's
throws
great.
it on, and he says, he's like, it has to be on. You're like,
Dude,
How about you stop being fucking ungrateful, Kyle?
Yeah,
I'm not.
How
being
about you
ungrateful.
stop? Oh yeah.
Well, I've been-
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm
Mhm.
saying I've crossed over into like just like pure like, oh, it's Christmas, time to watch this 10 times a day.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
They on like TBS or something. They started doing that with Elf, and that's how I know I'm old now.
Yeah,
You
Elf
know?
did
I like
rule.
Elf too.
But Elf came out
Elf
in
is good.
theaters when I was alive, dude. Christmas Story.
We
is
should
like-
do.
You were more than alive. You were like
just
a child, like a kid.
Yeah,
You weren't like
Justin.
a baby. You were what?
for Friendsmas this year, where like when we don't invite these guys,
Can you just get off the podcast?
can we do the meal he does in Elf, the spaghetti chocolate?
Oh God. I'm not
Justin,
eating
I'm
that.
finding out where
Justin.
this is, and I'm cutting the power.
Oh,
That's what I'm-
Justin, can we do spaghetti chocolate?
You know
Kyle, I
what?
hope you know
Fuck these guys.
I'm
having
I'm
Friendsmas.
boycotting Friendsmas.
You know,
I'm
Harris,
boycotting
you coming to
Friendsmas.
Friendsmas, PJ? You coming to Friendsmas? Fuck these
I'm
other
coming to
two.
Christmas, dude.
With some
Fuck
maple
these
syrup
guys.
on top, dude.
I'll have
Sounds
you know, there's
disgusting.
not all like every time there's 5 people on this podcast, someone gets cut pretty quick.
Mhm.
You're dancing on a fine line.
I'm
You should
uncuttable.
watch it.
will-
Suddenly, the wedding
Yeah.
situation has taken all of your time, Kyle.
I will have so
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
more people show up.
He is
and say
he
I'm
is
the
so
funny.
uncut. He is Catholic. Like
He's so uncut. He's Joms, you know.
what?
Joms.
Joms. Uncle Joms.
Episode 21. The mayor has this whole fucking speech about humans and parasites, and I said, okay, we're doing the environmental thing.
Yep.
That's happening in episode
Yep.
21.
That's happening.
Yep.
You're doing this to me right now.
Mhm.
he says just a lot of shit, right? Like it is valid.
Yeah.
You know, he's out of line, but he's right. You know, type shit. He's just
Absolutely right.
like,
Makes sense to me.
he's like, like why do we think that we're better? We're just humans. Why do we think we need to watch out
Yeah.
for everything? Like,
Who do we think we are?
Yeah.
I am.
I am, dude. You know.
this unit is like, hey, what would Yamagishi do if he was here? Like, they'd light him up, and then they,
Yeah. Fucking Fallout Boy, dude.
yeah, they fucking
He's on fire.
on fire, dude. No, it's not on fire because if they did, it would be okay. So they shoot him, and then they like stare at him for a bit, and they're like, "Oh fuck, he was human." Goto appears after this guy dies, and he's like, "Yeah, he was human. I don't understand him, but hey, if he's dead, guess what? Time to fuck."
Yep.
Uragami escapes. He's just like,
Yeah,
"I'm
he
a
shoots
bad
that
guy.
fucking dude.
I shoot my guy."
He's
and
like,
I
"What do you
leave."
think was gonna happen? Like,
Right.
I see gun, I shoot. I
I
don't.
am a bad guy, dude.
Just because I'm bad guy does mean
Means-
I'm bad guy.
I
Bad
am
guy,
bad
dude.
guy,
What it
dude.
means.
Migi tells Shinichi to run. He's like, "Hey, look, we can't. There's no reason for us to be here anymore. We should leave."
Mhm.
And then this is where Goto just like paints the entire building with human paint. Like,
Yeah.
literally, he just spins, and then there's like a waterfall of blood that just goes
Yep.
everywhere, dude.
Yeah.
It was cool. I liked it.
It's pretty dope.
Yep.
Yamagishi's like, "Oh, we need to leave because he just does whatever he wants. So let's go to an open area." He gets to the roof with like his squad and then turns back and he's like, "Uh-oh, team? Everyone's dead. It's just him and Goto now."
Yeah.
He's really that friend that just runs
He's
out.
like, guys, I
and-
need
Yeah.
back
Who the
up.
fuck are they?
Yeah.
I'm on the roof. You're like, I already died on the staircase,
I
bro.
died on the staircase, man. You didn't hear us dying? Like,
awareness.
him
That
and
was honestly one of the cool. Like, it was a really fucking cool moment. Like, that would have been the coolest moment in the worst anime.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
someone running up the staircase, then realizing all his friends are dead on the way up.
it's good. Yamagishi and Goto fight, and Yamagishi's just talking a lot of shit. He's like, "I can't actually move faster than your bullets. I can just move faster than your eyes and hands that tell me where the
Shit was
bullets
so
are
fucking.
going."
This.
I'm like,
That's some,
dude,
that's some. Who do you think you are, fucking Baki? Get out of here with that fucking shit, dude.
I
He
love that
literally
he's-
did a Baki.
Yeah.
The Parasyte's essentially saying, like, I don't think you appreciate how good I actually am right now.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't want you thinking that this is easy for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it is easy, but I do actually have to, like,
Yeah.
I am outplaying the shit out of you, is what I'm saying.
he gave so many explanations. He's like talking about his garbage can
Yeah.
that he's holding up. He's like, I can't put it at a direct angle or else it would go through. But if I hit it at an angle, it'll bounce right off. I'm like, you fucking
For all the
nerd.
moments where I was like, we could have just left this alone. We know
Yeah.
why you're doing it.
Yeah.
Just stop.
I don't even care why he's doing it.
It doesn't
It doesn't
matter.
even matter.
it doesn't matter. He's doing it. That's the outcome is being
Outcome is the
accomplished.
same.
Yeah. So yeah, Goto and Yamagishi square off, and Yamagishi loses his head about it.
Dude, he fucking punted his head off that fucking roof.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Goto jumps down off the building and looks at Shinichi, and he's like, "This was you? You did this? Now I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Part of this, you're gonna die." And it's
Yeah.
funny because
Yeah.
when Goto jumps down, like Shinichi doesn't notice immediately, and
Yeah.
like Miggy makes him
Migi's
hit
like,
himself in the face.
he
And he's
literally
like, "What the fuck
punches
is that
himself.
for?" And looks over and he's like, "Oh fuck, dude."
Oh no. That's bad.
So this is okay. This is where I don't know what happened.
I don't know either. I can't believe I just didn't even think about it. I know it was like 2 days separate that I watched it, but what happened?
Yeah. So what happened is Goto came down, did this whole conversation, and then left because he's like, I'm sleepy. I don't want to do this right now. And Shinichi like tries to run, and Harama stops him, and he's like, no, I'm running. And then he like ran into his dream, and then dreamt that the head that fell off the roof was his head, and then wakes up, and you're like, what? How much of that was a dream? And the answer is yes.
None of it?
Yeah.
None
of it was a dream.
None of it was a dream.
Like he dreamt about that day because it actually happened. Like,
but
it was dumb. It was stupid, but it actually happened.
Yeah.
But
it was very misleading.
But he woke up during the part where like he was gonna get confronted. He's like, I don't care who you are. I am. You're gone.
Yeah. That part, the rest of the day didn't matter.
Yeah.
That was the last real thing that happened. And then he dreamt that his head was the head on the ground, and that was a dream because his head is on his head.
You could get rid of all the dream stuff.
What?
Kyle, listen, if you're not smart enough to differentiate dream, not dream when they're making it look like a dream, then that's on you, dude. Okay?
Just go watch Inception. Okay.
Right.
If you look at the dreams, it's sparkly. Like there's sparkles in the air when he's dreaming.
Yeah.
I couldn't
You're
even.
on a fine line, dude. You're on a thin fucking line.
You just wake up in the morning, you're like, oh shit, I can't believe I was a rocket scientist going to a moon made of cheese. Like that's fucking wild. And then like it takes you a few weeks to realize that it wasn't true.
So
unreal, dude.
You're on thin ice and you're eating a lot of fucking Cheez-Its, dude.
Migi and Shinichi talk, and Shinichi's like, damn, dude, Goto's about to kill us. And Migi's like, we should plan. We could maybe kill him. And Shinichi's already like,
probably have like 0% chance of winning. But
Shinichi's like already like, yeah, I'm just gonna say goodbye to everyone. And then he has a panic attack while Migi's asleep. He's like, holy shit, dude, Migi's asleep. What happens if Goto shows up right now? I'm fucking dead, bro.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, he's just tripping.
Goto's face in everything,
which is fair. Like you see Goto, you ain't fucking around, dude.
No,
I'm shitting in my pants.
He walks into two punks, and they're like, apologize, and he's like, okay, I'm sorry, and then he gets on his knees, and then they like put their foot on his head, and he like imagines it's Goto's, and he gets up and just beats the shit out of them. He's like, I said I'm sorry. This was really funny.
It was really good.
I don't think it was supposed to be as funny as it was, like terrifying.
No, it was hilarious.
It was fucking funny, man.
It was so funny.
He then meets up with Murano and then hugs her real tight, and she's like, stop, dude. You're gonna
fucking shatter my spine. And at first I want you to shatter my pelvis.
Right. Shatter my spine that way, not this way. He goes to the park, and then Murano shows up, and she's like, hey, do you want some late night tacos? Some fourth meal, perhaps?
She sure hits the my parents aren't home.
Yeah. Come over, babe. My parents aren't home.
My parents aren't home. I need a toilet.
Yikes.
That's fucking right.
Get in line, boys.
Shinichi goes back to her place, and they fuck. And
this shit was so out of left field. I was like, what?
You know what? This is some good fucking. Guess what? I want to live.
Yeah.
And I love
doing
her.
it.
I mean, I get it. It makes sense.
Me some Baki vibes.
Yeah, this was totally like.
Yeah, dude.
All they needed was Shinichi's
his
in the
dad?
corner drunk. Like, fucking land her, you know? Like, fuck her armpit.
We needed like the crossover that of me in the scene, be like, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, this show would be a lot better if it was a Baki crossover.
Oh, dude, like same exact joke that we have running on that, but like Miki voice, like, yeah, fucker, keep going, stick it in his.
Yeah, dude. Dude, he could literally just make a fucking skin dildo out of Miki. Be like, Miki, I need your help real quick.
Yeah,
One of them fucking wiggle ones.
Like, drawing her through a loop? right? Like he like sticks a hand behind her, and then she's like,
Yeah.
"Wow, you're really good with your fingers." You're like,
she's like, "What the fuck is happening right now?" Like, I am into it. She doesn't even question. She sees like 5 hands coming out of fucking Shinichi. She does not care.
She's like, "It is vibrating. I don't know how you're doing that."
Yeah.
Why is it?
I
ripped
have
for
never
my
had sex
pleasure?
before, but this is impressive. I can tell I will never have this again.
That's the episode. It gets an inception out of Metal Gear Solid.
Snake. Is that what you were going for?
No, the hallway with all like the people just fucked up and like massacred reminded me of like the Gray Fox part. You know, dude, as a kid, that scene fucked me all the way up. Cause like the cutscene happens and you're like, damn, that's crazy. And then you just walk up in there, there's just bodies everywhere. I was like, I don't like this. This is creepy.
You know what fucked me up as a kid with Metal Gear Solid? When you fight Mantis, or what's his name? Psycho Mantis. And he tells you to put your controller on the ground. And he's like, check this shit out. I'm going to move it to the right. And then it starts moving to the right because it's vibrating. And I'm like, Mom! This shit is fucking crazy, bitch! Come check this out!
And then he starts reading your fucking memory card. And you're like,
he reads your memory card. He's like, you played Ape Escape. And I'm like, I fucking did!
How you know, dude?
Yeah. That was the coolest thing ever. Like, ever in my life.
That is pretty
insane.
fucking sick.
At the time, it was like so mind blowing, but now, like, I mean, if apps check other apps, if it was just like saying like, "Hey, you have a lot of hours in,
right,
Snap," you're like,
yeah,
go fuck yourself.
Yeah, you're like, stop reading my data, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's not cool.
For 3 years.
It's kind of weird the like perspective on that. Like something that was so fucking cool then, now it's just like, ugh, stop.
Yeah. It was dope as fuck.
Episode 22. Shinichi and Migi steal a car and head out to the countryside to lead Goto away from the city. They drop a car on him to light him on fire.
Not a bad plan,
It's not
honestly.
A bad plan. I don't
Not
know
a
how
bad
he
plan.
survived it, but he did.
Without a scratch.
Yeah, he was fine.
He's like, that was weird.
I don't know why he thought that was gonna be a good plan.
Because fire.
I don't think he thought it was. It's like, we have the opportunity. Let's just try it.
I also don't understand how that was his first. Like he was like, "Oh, you can drive a car? Excellent. I'm gonna drop a car on another car."
Yeah.
They're in
makes
town
sense to
for a
me.
whole night. And they're not like, let's get weapons.
How long did he have to shadow him to get the elevation on him? You know,
Migi knew. Migi studied books.
it's just tailing him forever. It's like, I don't know, man. He just really wants to be in the suburbs right now. You're like,
You know, Kyle,
fucking mountains. Get in the fucking mountains.
we put it on repeat for you, dude. Read a book. We say it all the time. And you just don't listen. Like, I'm just done. Dude, the line is so thin.
Yeah. The ice caps are melting for you, Kyle. Global
unreal.
warming exists.
Oh, speaking of reading, Kyle, you'll appreciate this. I went with Emily to the library and we got they have like, dude, libraries are insane. Okay. If I knew about libraries as a child, my life would have been so different.
This is all over when you were like, audiobooks is like, it's like a movie in your head. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
fucking know.
libraries are great.
Anyway, libraries are dope. They got like a whole shelf of PS5 and PS4 games. I'm like, that's fucking sick. I never knew about this shit. I don't even need to buy games. Anyway, went there. I checked out the manga collection. There is insane amount of shit. I'm thinking about reading One Piece because they have the entire fucking series of One Piece there.
That's where I like how I watched most, like way back in the day before like I was like downloading shit. Because my computer was shit. I would go to the library. That's where I watched most anime. Like,
yeah, that shit's crazy, dude.
Rented DVDs.
Cody, if you knew about libraries when you were younger, you'd be me. Because I
I don't want that.
you know.
I don't want that.
You know, man.
But I picked up Gyo from
slow it down.
Junji Ito. That shit was crazy. Did you ever read that one?
Yep, I did. That's
So fucking weird.
That's the one. That's the one with the shark at the front, at the beginning, right?
Yeah, where it's like the death
And then
stench. Everybody's just super stinky.
And then it's just like, then it's just a fart manga for like most of it, and then there's a fart circus.
Fucking hell yeah, dude.
It was really weird. I was not
Is that a
expecting it
hentai?
to go. No, it's not.
Yeah,
if you try hard
last week I was talking about where
I don't
like,
gotta
sometimes
try.
you have no idea where it's gonna go. That one is exactly what I was talking about.
100%.
No,
But-
I never know where it's going.
Yeah.
Ever.
And then it just kept getting weirder. Dude, there was the circus scene. I'm like, is this a dream?
Yeah. Also, I don't know if it's just the way he drew the farts or what. It's the only thing I've ever read or even watched or anything where I felt like my stomach hurt from cramp because it was disgusted.
Yeah.
I could smell
the
it.
entire time.
Like
I
if you
felt like I could
scratched,
smell it.
you would smell it.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know why. I'm just seeing pictures of farts, but for some reason I'm just very unhappy right now.
Yeah. No, the way this shit is drawn is insane. He's a fucking legend. Also,
I
at the
just got
back
some
of that
art I'm gonna
one,
put on a wall.
he has like short stories. The short stories. That's the one that had the mountain where it was cut out in people shaped holes, and they just walk in it, and you're.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
uncomfortable, bro. It is so
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to shout out Junji Ito's shit. I've never read it, and it's amazing.
I've read Tomei. Fucking love that one.
Yeah, Tomei's the next one I'm gonna
I've
get.
only read a couple. I've read like the short ones. Like I read
Dude.
the Wall one and I read the Uzumaki one.
Yeah, I want Uzumaki
let-
and I want Tomei. Those are my next two.
Uzumaki is great, like 70-60%, and then it just I don't know at some point.
Mhm.
But Tomei, there's a part, Cody, when you get to the carpet part, tell me, because that is bar none some of the grossest shit I've ever. It upsets me so goddamn much. I'm not gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
Go on.
They
Okay.
run into the woods. And they strategize a plan to take out Goto. Migi splits off from Shinichi's body and hides in the trees to draw Goto's attention. Meanwhile, Shinichi lights a sharpened branch on fire and then launches it at Goto to disrupt his control of the parasites. While he does this, Migi tries to take off Goto's head, but fails to fully decapitate him. This was cool. It was gross.
This was cool, but it's, dude, he throws the thing in his leg and Miggy's like, it's not deep enough. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? It's like, it's fire in a body.
No. He said his cut wasn't deep enough.
Cut.
Oh, I thought
He got him.
I thought the
he didn't-
camera
he didn't
cut.
disconnect the head.
Oh, I thought the camera cut to the fucking fire thing, and he's like, "Oh fuck, it's not deep enough." I'm like, "What?"
No, he took a slice and then was like, "Fuck, I didn't go."
Then he
deep
went.
enough."
He went in again.
Yeah, Miggy fucked it.
He's
and
like, my
then-
angle's not good.
Yeah, and then Miggy's like, "You gotta go, Shinichi. Like, there's no reason for both of us to die. Just get the fuck out of here." And then Miggy dies, and it's really
How
fucking sad,
human of Migi.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
and dude, and okay, this scene was great because at the end, Migi says thank you, and that's how Migi realized that Tomura was kind of gaining humanity was because she said thank you. Migi's like thank you. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What does that
This is
mean?
good. He was sad, and he's like, "Oh, I feel so alone." He's like, "Is this what it means to die?" And I was like, "Fuck, dude."
I knew as soon as I fucking ash up and him
Yeah.
saying
Yeah.
that, Harris was gonna go, huh.
It was a lot. If it wasn't so abrupt, I feel like I would have
Dude, if
felt it a little more.
if
But
A-
it was
if
just
it,
so suddenly. I was like, "Oh, dude,
yeah,
let me feel."
if it dragged it a little bit longer and if
Yeah.
it fucking stayed,
Yeah,
I
Mhm.
I knew it wasn't gonna stay. He's got he got so much of him.
we
in
saw
it.
him literally turn to goopy.
Yeah, but he still had so much in his heart, dude. Because that's
I
where
don't-
friends live.
Don't stop.
That's where
It's not-
friends live.
This is just another one of those moments where they're leading me up to show somebody die and it's sad when
Yep.
it's over. We're moving on, and then they bring him back, and I'm like, this is dumb. I
He never
quit.
actually died.
Never
But
actually
you-
dies.
But you feel
Cheeseburger
bad because
greets-
he doesn't know that, you know.
Is
Yeah.
Cheeseburger Grease my friends? Because that's where they live
Yes.
in my heart.
Yes. The grease is the friends that we made along the way. You know.
It's true.
I'll put my grease in your heart.
Nice. Shinichi just cries his face off as usual. He shows up at an old lady's house in the woods, and she takes him in, and then they bond for like a long time, but not that long.
It's like 3 days or
And
something.
She takes him to see like a landfill, and she's like, some company comes out here and just drops his shit off, and like we just don't know what to do about it, so it's our life. Shinichi stays for a few days and then dreams about Mickey inside of him. And then that's it. Later, a few villagers approach Shinichi and tell him about a monster in the woods, and they're like, look, this thing showed up when you did. What the fuck is going on?
It's like, dude, I have one arm.
Yeah.
What do you think I'm doing?
He's like,
What do you think's happening?
the guy's like, I told you guys it
Yeah.
was a monster. Like, I love the idea of them all walking, like, no, we're going to the place. And he's like walking with him. He's like, all right, fine, fucking sure, we'll walk there. And then as soon as they get there, open the door. He's like, yeah, that's a regular ass person. I was describing something with like 10 eyes, dude, and like 6 arms.
Right. And they're telling him, like, they're like, look, it's just a guy. He's like, no, man. I promise that wasn't a man.
Like, I'm not afraid of this guy. Think about it.
Shinichi tells the old lady, like, hey, look, this thing is here to kill me. I need to go fight it. I'm going to die about this. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Man? You
Quit
have
being a little
one
bitch.
arm. Like,
Why are you dying?
Don't go die. Let the adults take care of it. You fucking one-armed idiot kid. And he's like, no. And she's like, all right, take this rusty machete, I guess. I'm not going to let you go out there with nothing. Take this machete that's like rusted as fuck, I guess. That's it. That's the end of this episode. I give this episode like Jujutsu Kaisen out of okay.
Cody did not like that.
The Jujutsu Kaisen one hurt me.
The scene where they dropped the car on him took place in the exact same place that Goto fought Gojo.
I don't care. I don't like that you put those together.
Yeah, great.
Just the same.
There is an
place.
element of, because Japan, you know, they obviously like they animate stuff and they're like, hey, we'll take a real place. That's another element of I've watched enough anime of me not wanting to go to Japan because I feel like I would have the weirdest deja vu of my fucking life.
Yep.
And, like I'd be like, I feel like I know this place, and like that's because it's.
I mean, it's the size of like Illinois, so
Yeah. But
it's
like,
not really big.
I'd have like a weird out of body thing at like a fucking crosswalk. I'm like,
yeah,
I'm like, can't you guys just make up shit? Like,
it happened here.
That's how they make it feel real, though.
like
Episode
I
23.
bet the fucking wow, what was it that we all cried at the show?
To Your
The one-
Eternity,
Yeah.
Rascal.
The fucking the car scene. I bet that's like a real place
The car scene.
where when she like shoves him out and gets hit by a car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I
for
bet that's a
sure.
real place. I bet
Right.
I bet I'd just literally be walking to Japan. I'm like, oh, I'm a tourist in Japan.
But it would be worse if you didn't, right? Like you just like walk past everything and you're like,
crying.
fuck,
Yeah.
dude.
You don't even know what you're crying at. Your subconscious just like sees it and it triggers it. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
And then you just go outside of a school and saying "fucking I love you."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
Imagine just sitting like by that thing and everyone that just like starts crying while they walk by. You're like, fucking weeb.
They know. Yeah, they know.
Can I just say, I think everybody wants to go see like all the cool shit in Japan, like the cherry blossoms like fucking fall off
Gundam.
and shit. I want to see a fucking bridge that I can just hang out underneath, okay? Those bridges are dope as hell. Do people just hang out under bridges there? We like
I don't
that's
think I really
kind
know
of
what you're
reserved
talking
for
about.
homeless people here. So like
Man,
no, like the bridges, they have like the stone, like, yeah, you're encroaching on people's homes.
Yeah.
And like, but there they just do homework and shit.
Yeah. They just kind of vibe.
Yeah. You don't know what I'm talking about, Kyle?
No, I don't.
Grow up. Read a book.
It's a
Watch an
vibe.
anime, dude.
Right.
You're
Yeah.
not talking about like the traditional ones, right?
I-
You're talking
what
about
do you-
like in the city?
Dude, the line is so thin right now. It's so
Dude,
thin, dude.
The ice that
I
you're
can't
on has a
see
red
it.
flag next to it right now.
Yeah, dude.
Like,
The line
Yeah.
is
The car is gonna
invisible,
fall
bro.
through.
At this point, I'm so afraid to say anything.
episode 23. Shinichi is kind of like on his Leonidas arc. He's like, suddenly the air feels cool. I have been filled with a type of focus that I have never been felt before. And I was like, dude, just relax. You're about to die. That's all that's about to happen, baby. Like you could think all you want. You about to die. Goto is sleeping in a straight up monster form. It's kind of creepy.
Dude,
I didn't like
this
it.
is
That was
sick.
dope as
I
fuck.
didn't like
Yeah.
it. I was like, whoa.
I liked it all.
He looks like he's fucking ready for a tornado drill, dude. Like he is.
Shinichi's like, dang, maybe Miggy's inside of him. And he's like, Miggy, hey, are you sleeping?
Wake up.
And then he's
Miggy.
like, dang, no, that's not happening. And so he goes, takes the machete and goes, yeah. And then like Goto jumps up in the tree. He's like, the fuck was that? Who did that? Again, don't think this was supposed to be funny. I was dying, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I was
Like,
like,
"Huh? Who's there?
Yeah, if you
you fighting?
I imagine that's like the reaction Kyle would have if somebody just like fucking right to his head
Yeah.
and like you hide under his bed.
like when you go to the Wikipedia, it says horror for the genre. Like I'm supposed to be terrified this whole time.
Yeah. This is not
No, this is funny as hell.
Shinichi starts to like think. He's like, okay, what am I gonna do here? He's like, okay, maybe if I like shove a stick in the back of his neck through his esophagus, it'll get to his organs.
Yeah.
Yeah, which was, honestly, not
Dude, he
the
just
worst plan.
bit that fucking stick, dude.
Yeah.
He shit like a fucking woodchuck.
He just fucking munched on it.
Good
Just out of
plan.
nowhere. It was from 0 to just fucking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
I didn't understand. I had to go back, like, because
Yeah.
it wasn't like a full shot. It was literally just teeth and the wood, and then you're like, did
Yeah.
he bite it? Who bit it? Who bit what?
Yeah.
It was super weird, and for some reason, I just let that happen. Like I didn't even
Mhm.
question it.
Yeah.
I thought it happened in the first time they were in the woods, and then you guys didn't talk about it. And I was like, maybe I made that shit up.
No,
It probably did
I
happen in
got-
the first.
oh no,
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think it did happen when he threw the fire
Yeah.
thing.
Did it? Okay.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? Okay, fine. Yeah, so then he's like, all right, I'm gonna stab him. And he jumps out of a tree with the thing. And then as he's falling down, he's like, oh fuck, wait a minute. I already tried this plan. The
Yeah.
machete's in the way. And then it doesn't even matter because Goto stops him before he even gets to
It's
him.
like, what are you doing?
And Shinichi's like, Miggy, please, no, please help, please. And then Goto just sends the man like flying 500 feet, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First, Anichi punches him, right?
Yeah.
He like gives it his all and like punches him as hard as he
Oh, yeah,
possibly
yeah.
can.
And then
then
he's like,
nothing
"Oh,
happens.
you guys use fists, right?" And then he fucking turns it
Fucking
into a
dumb
fist
humans.
and just fuck decks him.
All the way out to the trash pile.
He ends up in the trash pile, and Shinichi is like, man, dude, I'm about to fucking die, bro. And then he finds some random metal pipe and is like, has a whole bunch of flashback stuff where he's like, oh, there was 2 bullets that like got through in the side of his body. So I'm going to just shove something in there, which is kind of cool. But like Goto stopped him falling out of air. Why couldn't he
Yeah.
stop him? Like, anyway. So he shoves this metal pipe into Goto's side and then like kicks it in. So it's like all the way in him. And I was like, yeah, and then he runs away. And
Yeah,
I was
like he's trying to pitch a tent, dude.
Yeah, I was like,
Fucking in
"It's
him.
a smart tactic. You're doing good." Goto catches up to him, and before he can like land a killing blow on Shinichi, Miggy's remnants in his like arm stop the attack, and then like electrocutes him.
This was way out of left field for me.
Right? That's what you guys understood.
What happened?
I don't know.
So I took it as the Miggy in his arm connected to the Miggy that was in Goto.
Okay.
And that
No, the
created
Miggy
some
in
sort
his
of reaction.
Connected to the Miggy
Yep.
that was in Goto.
Yep.
God.
This shit was booty, dude.
It was bad. Now there's just electricity coming out of them.
Yeah. I treated it like Demon Slayer where it doesn't actually exist.
Let's stop it.
What, Miggy or
Yeah.
Water.
The whole show, actually.
The whole
I
show.
just pretended it just
Just
didn't
Demon
happen.
You're hurting me.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Miggy comes back. He becomes part of Shinichi's body again because, yeah, the Miggy inside is the Miggy we made all along. I fucked that up. And then there is some revolt in Goto's body. Like, they're all freaking out because the metal pipe that Shinichi put into Goto's body had some kind of poison that was destroying his internal organs.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the lesson here? Is garbage good or bad? Because in this situation, it kind of saved his life. So
Well,
should
it
we
depends
keep...
on if you think Goto is good or bad, you know? Like, pollution can kill even the strongest of things.
I fucking hate this dude.
yeah, because like
It's the worst.
because like you see a mountain and it used to be taller because wind is just pollution of the earth. You ever think about that?
Yeah, it's the Earth's farts.
Yeah.
Goto's body's going crazy, and he lunges at Shinichi, and then Miggy chops his head off, which then leads to an explosion.
Just to backtrack real quick though, but like he starts shaking and going all crazy because the other parasites inside of his body are like they know they're going to lose, and they know that they're going to die, and they have to get out, and they've got to go be their own being and find something else to attach to.
Interesting.
But also the big explosion made me want to blow my brains out because it made no sense.
No.
You've got
It's like-
electricity, and now it's a bright white flash in the middle of the night of this fucking parasite exploding. Get fucked.
And Miggy's like, there's so much tension in him that like, emotional tension can lead to eruptions. So that's why there was the explosion.
Yeah.
So bad.
Shinichi's like, what the fuck happened? And then goes to the landfill, and Miggy's like, oh, there must have been like, I don't know, some chemical.
It was burnt acrylic.
Yeah.
That
He's
like you're telling me that some fucking art teacher just
Yeah,
dumped her
right.
fucking paint in a fucking landfill, lit it on
Yeah,
fire,
shit, no problem.
and that is covered, dude.
Yeah. So he's like, yeah, I mean, I guess that must have been it. Like, this shit's all burnt. Some of this shit, chemical.
They're just taking
did it.
guesses. Like, yeah, I don't know.
Thank God
Whatever,
humans
dude.
litter. Am I right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then
What
Miggy's
fucking,
like,
lab tech did Miggy even have though? Like
Miggy's
Zero.
like, hey, we got to go back to Goto's body because he's trying to come back. And they go back to Goto's body, and there's like the skeleton, and I guess what they're trying to tell me is inside the skeleton, the internal organs are still okay. And so,
And then the wiggle worms are wiggling back.
yeah, they're all coming back to it, and Miggy's like, he's got a 50% chance of surviving if he gets back together. I was like, all right, dude, what? And then, dude, Miggy's like, all right, I can't kill him. Like, this feels wrong. This feels
Yeah,
like murder.
that's my
if
homie.
I kill him. Like,
I
I'm
was a part of him for a day.
Like,
It was a pretty nice hotel, honestly.
it was
I
it was like a spa day.
Yeah.
It was kind of
Yeah.
nice. It was a good
Yeah.
I was like kind
Literally
of stuck
his
in a
slave.
K-hole.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. I got relegated to the asshole, but honestly, not that bad.
Not that bad.
Yeah.
Not that bad. So I can't do it. So you're gonna have to do it. And Shinichi's like, okay, I'll kill him, but then like, hold on, like the Earth and like
Yeah.
other species.
Yeah.
And, like
I could throw up.
and like the environment.
Yeah. The
And then,
powers that be.
Like,
should
dude,
be.
I get it. But then they do it for this whole episode and then another episode. And I'm like,
Yeah.
why?
And then there was no fucking reason to it, because then Shinichi just turns around and he walks. He's like,
Yeah,
"Nah, I'm
Shinichi's
just
like-
kidding. I'm fucking
Shinichi's like,
killing
you
you,
know
dude."
what? He's got a 50%
chopped
chance
him.
to survive, so I'll leave that up to fate. And then turns around and Miggy's
So
like,
fucking dumb, dude.
I don't really understand why people say they're doing something for the Earth. Like, it's an inanimate object. And Shinichi's like, you're right, I'm gonna kill him, motherfucker. And then like,
Say less, dude.
say
He's
less.
fucking dead, dude.
I know what you
I was
mean.
just waiting. I was just waiting for you to say that,
I
dude.
was waiting for you to say something. I wanted to feel like our decision. You know what I mean? Like, it was my decision.
This
You
shit
telling me
was
the Earth don't
so
give a fuck?
dumb.
I don't give a fuck. I'm killing this motherfucker right now. It was so weird. I was
Stupid.
like,
Yeah.
okay. So then he kills Goto. Like, he just does it. And then he's like, he leaves the machete back at the old lady's place, and he's like, let's go home. And that's
And the series ends.
and it's hopefully. And then that's the end of the episode. I give this episode a 300 out of The Simpsons
Okay.
because of great trash fire, like that tire fire that's like always going.
Oh,
That's The Simpsons,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, that's Simpsons.
Yeah,
That's a good
what
one.
this was.
That's a solid one. Look at you.
Episode 24 that we don't really want to talk about. Parasite activities have just kind of stopped with no one really knowing why. They're just like, either they're scared because we fucked up like a whole building of them, or they just learned to blend in better.
Yeah, they just stopped around the entire Earth.
Yeah.
They just stopped.
Yeah, they're like,
Just
"Yo, you hear what happened in Japan?
Yeah.
They sent those fucking Americans in there."
Yeah, dude. Fuck that.
And the ones in America, they're like, "Yo, we stopped that shit a long time ago.
Right.
We knew not to fuck around."
America's like, we got one case of parasites. The other 500
Yeah, they were
murders just
excited.
murders.
They were excited when they heard parasites were there.
They said,
They're like, so I just get to just fucking
Wait.
what?
they're like, you got to pull the hair first.
In my
Yeah,
country.
with my fucking shotgun. You know what I'm saying, dude? Pulling hair with this shotty, baby. Let's go. In a dream, Miggy tells Shinichi that he's going to sleep, the big sleep, and like,
This shit was, dude.
and like,
Grow up, dude.
listen, like, if all of humans just like thought together, like, imagine the sounds that they would think of.
Yeah.
This was the worst shit of my fucking. This
It's
whole
like-
exposition was just.
Migi having the arc to like become a monk that just is gonna meditate himself
Yep.
to death
Mhm.
is a bit out of left field. Also, if he was wrong about it and he just had a withered arm for no reason, like like what happened? My arm's just doing some deep thinking.
It just
dude.
stopped.
Just-
Yeah.
It just
Yeah.
stopped being an
Yeah.
arm. I don't know.
Yeah.
Shinichi asks Uda, and he's like, "Hey, did your parasite sleep?" And he's like, "No, bro.
He's
What
like,
are you
"No,
talking about?
I
Sleep.
sleep.
What's going on?"
So yeah, Miggy's like, just forget about me, and Shinichi's like, I could never. And then there's like a time skip. Shinichi meets up with like the ladies. It doesn't really matter. And him and Marina are still together. And he's studying for the entrance exam. He's like sitting on a bench with his book open, and he goes, "Mankind."
Oh my god.
He just turns into
Self-preservation.
fucking Harris, dude.
Yeah, he just like
He
channels.
turns
me.
into
Yeah.
Harris.
And then Murato's like, "What the fuck are you talking
What are you
about?
talking about? And he's like, just read a book.
You wouldn't understand."
Yeah, like it's this weird pontification, and it didn't have a beginning or an end, and I was like,
No.
God, man, this is good, Like this
Is this
I'm
what
about.
people? Is this what people see?
Yeah.
Is this what people see
I
when they
felt
talk
understood.
to me?
I
Yeah.
felt understood.
Yeah.
In a bad way.
I felt like jumping off a bridge.
It'd be like that. It'd be like that, man. I don't know what to tell you.
It really do be your own though.
It'd
so much
be,
important.
it'd be so your own. It's you know, it's like that picture of the dude with the gun with his own back.
Yeah.
The space and just says oh, fuck me, that's killing me. Oh no.
Shinichi then sees Origami following them, and then tries to follow him back. But then Murano gets kidnapped.
Why?
This shit is so
Just
dumb.
ignore him.
Why?
dude.
I'm telling you. I'd be like, that dude's a serial killer. Hey, let's
Yeah.
go home.
Yeah.
Let's just go home. And
Yeah.
fuck.
Yeah.
We don't need midnight tacos. Let's go.
We don't need to do
Fuck,
this.
fuck this.
Are your parents home?
Yeah,
It can be there too.
We'll make our
it's
own
fine.
it's
taco.
okay. He goes up on Origami, takes Murano on a roof, and then like kills two people that are there.
Yo, those
He's
kills were
like-
brutal as fuck.
Yeah, they were pretty rough.
Yeah.
And Shinichi follows him up there, and Origami's like, I just want to talk to him. I just
I just want to talk.
I just want to kill him.
He's like, you could have literally just talked to me, dude. You
Yeah.
did not.
Yeah.
Those people were living.
Origami says like, he's like, dude, listen, I kill people because I am true human nature. Because if more people were like me, there wouldn't be overpopulation. You know, like we're
What does
all
that
just trying
mean?
to kill each other.
There would be no need for the Earth to spawn these parasites
Yeah.
to
That's
kill us
such a,
off
like,
because
it's-
I'm killing you.
We're doing it.
It's
I'm
such a
It's so dumb.
killing
recursive
us.
bad
We're
argument.
taking
because,
care of
like,
ourselves.
Because like if that's what people were, there would be less people because people would kill each other.
Yeah.
That's
He's like,
the fact that there are people proves that he's a fucking idiot.
hey, look,
I
the man is psychotic. Okay, there's
I
no
know,
reason to
but
try
I
to take
I
it
can't
apart.
imagine someone saying that and be like, that doesn't what huh? You
Yeah.
can just kill her and like say I got you. Like
Yeah. Origami's like, you gotta answer me because you're a mix. Like
You gotta say it.
You're parasite.
You gotta say
and
it.
Human.
you not say,
Say
like,
it.
makes
Yeah.
Mixed.
Say it.
mud blood.
Don't do it, dude. Murano tells Shinichi to run. She's like, just leave. Like, go get the cops. This guy, I don't give a fuck. Like, you're human. You're way more human than this guy. So just go. And Shinichi's like, dude, she'd still fuck me, even after knowing I'm a mix. I'm saving this bitch right now.
She knows it.
So he rushes Urigami, and then Murano falls off the building. And this is
Wait,
where I was
no.
like,
Yeah, you gotta get to the part where like the part about like you a little glossed over it when she's just like it feels like the whole time I was
oh,
trying to
dude,
catch
I
up.
didn't want to
And
talk
now
about that.
I was
It's
like,
so
that
stupid.
dude,
Yeah.
that was the weirdest
Yeah.
fucking shit to say in that moment.
Oh man.
This
If
whole moment
I
was
had
the
a-
weirdest
if-
fucking thing, dude.
Swear to God,
They-
if the
Yeah.
love of my
This is-
life was held at knife point and she started saying some stupid shit like that,
Yeah.
dude,
You're like,
I'm
Jesus
like,
Christ.
This is like
You're
a
right,
prime
I'm running
example
away.
of like a writer not knowing how to write like a woman character.
I know, right?
And they're like, this is what a person like this is what a woman would say. It's like,
Yeah.
that's
just
what
write
they
a
sound
human. Just write
This
a
was
person.
written by a
Like,
fucking robot, dude.
Yeah,
make
like
it
just
yourself,
make
'cause
a
she's
human.
Yeah. This is like a Parasite tried to write a fucking anime.
Yeah. The real
Yeah.
Parasite is the
Be your own.
Parasite we
It
we've
really
read
do be your
all
own.
along.
Do be your own.
So then he rushes Origami and Murano falls off the building and he's like, dude, I swear to God, I'm gonna lose someone again. And closes his eyes and then does the pontification again where he's like, you meet organism dies. Why sad? And Miggy shows up and Miggy's like, humans have the capacity for caring. I saved your bitch. And then he opens his eyes and he's like, oh, "Thank you, Mickey. You saved her." And then he pulls Myrno up and he's like, "Hey, remember that dog I threw away?" And she was like,
Such a weird time to like bring that up too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it ends on like such a fucking somber note. He's like, all we want as humans is to like find someone, and then when we find someone, it's over. I was like,
dude. Okay, all right. There is 2 fucking dead people next to them, and they start laughing at one point. They start laughing, and I'm like, "What? Who are you?
I've seen
are you
so many
both
dead
parasites
people in the past 2 weeks.
yeah, they're just
fair. Yeah,
I'm having
tons of them. Lots of blood.
I'm having a real like fourth wall moment with this. Imagine being the voice actor, and you're in a booth and you're like reading lines. You're trying to do a good delivery, etc. Right? And you have to give the whole fucking line about what is life. You have to life ends, and then like you have to like deliver that. Like this is supposed to be like a really intense scene, right? Like his girlfriend just fell off a building. You're like, yeah, okay. Why be sad?
They're like, isn't there dead bodies everywhere? Yeah, we want you to laugh. What?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and laugh. Why?
Had been a nightmare voice acting for all this shit.
Yeah.
Here's the
I'm
context.
surprised this whole episode's just a dream, anyways. So
Right.
Yeah, he's gonna.
It felt like a fucking fever dream.
He's gonna
this
wake
whole
up
fucking
again,
episode.
except Urumi is gonna be dead, and you're not gonna sure if it's a dream again. You're like, I don't know.
That's it. That's the end of the episode.
there should have been a deleted scene where he wakes up in the middle of the night and he finds out that Miki actually did kill Myrno. And he just fucking slices her up. He's like, "Bitch, I told you.
Yeah.
If
And
you
it's like,
tell her,
man,
I'll
now I
kill
got,
her."
like-
I said it.
I got like one more use out of this now. One more. That's it.
I give this episode a high-rise invasion out of the Tree of Life.
That is a good one.
That's really good. That's really fucking good.
That's the best one of the night.
Why Tree of Life?
Because both those movies suck ass.
Tree of Life was
The most convoluted fucking
like this pontification
Yeah.
with like an overlaying thing of religion, and then
The one with the boat and the tiger, right?
no, that's
That's
Life of Pi.
Life of Pi.
Oh,
That's the one with the cats and they're like really rich and they run away, right? No, that's Aristocats.
Aristocrats,
Not
dude.
even real, it's gonna slip, right?
That's the one with the boat split in half and then everybody dies, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Dude dies on a door, right?
Yeah. Remember, I like that
The
movie
big
because we
boat
see the
gets
girl's
flipped over
tits.
by a big wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's it. We did it. Dude, like I said, I'm gonna remember this in like a few years and be like, maybe it was good, and then go back and watch it and be like, this was not good, dude.
I'm never
I'll
watching this
never
again.
come back.
This is why I'm
Yeah.
glad we have the podcast, because I can just go
There's
back and listen to
documented,
myself
yeah.
and get mad about it, and then be like, I don't need
Yep.
to rewatch it. We're good.
I'm just
Yep.
mad
Yeah.
because like I didn't want to watch. Like I started years ago, and then I was like, this ain't good, and then I got force watched it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I decided I didn't want to watch it already.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Here we are.
It's a rough one. It's a rough time. I
Yeah.
did see in the Patreon vote that No Game No Life was nominated.
Yeah, it might win too. It was up there last time I checked.
Oh God, that's gonna
Yeah,
be-
dude, it's gonna be a rough watch.
I remember.
Look,
remember
I will tell
loving it
you-
when it came out.
I will tell you
What?
right now, I love that show.
Yeah.
I love that
It
show
is
too.
not good.
No.
Yeah, I don't. I'm prepared to be like, wow, I can't believe I thought this was good.
Yeah, that's
And then-
definitely what's gonna happen.
And then the yikes meter is gonna go all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the yikes
Ooh.
meter stays up in that one, dude. That one,
Yeah.
that one-
I mean, I just remember the opening scene with like
yeah,
his sister like on his lap.
Yeah.
Eh.
yeah. So yeah,
When
that's
are we
it.
when are we doing the trappies?
So after the next anime, We're gonna do the trapeze. So in 3 weeks.
Yes, but what day?
Yeah, that's what we got to figure out.
Because
Let's do a Saturday, right? Didn't we want to do a Saturday?
Saturday is New Year's
Saturday
Eve.
Yeah,
In 3
so next
weeks?
week is the
Fuck.
15th. The week after that is the 22nd.
Well,
and then
let's
the week
take
after that
off.
is New Year's
Let's
Eve.
take off the New Year's because why would we want to do this on New Year's?
True.
And then
So we'll do it on the
week after.
7th.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
the 7th? Okay. The 7th.
Mhm.
Got it.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hear that, Kyle? The 7th. Don't fuck it up and be like, I gotta go help a friend suck dick or something. You always gotta help a fucking friend, dude.
Dude, I'm tired of being asked shit. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, now you have an
do my
excuse.
roof.
So I will
help
burn
me
your
do my
house down
roof
before
again,
I do
bud.
your roof again.
I'll burn my house.
Oh my
I'll
God.
buy
Every
you.
time somebody asks me to help them, I just leave town. I'm like, oh, bro, I'm out of town.
I'm
now.
out.
I gotta
Yeah,
go.
we got a trip
Yeah,
planned.
I'm gone.
Yeah.
I'm gone that whole time. I can't.
Yeah, but
Everyone
now,
knows
nope.
me. They know I'm not doing a lot. I can't even lie. I'm like, yeah, I got.
The problem that you're not doing a lot, or you put them ahead of whatever else you are doing
Yeah.
already.
You're doing the trapeze on the 7th.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
And I
You're
got
helping
to-
us out by being here
also-
because you're on
Yeah.
a thin line, dude.
Dude, you're
I gotta-
thin. Dude,
You're
are
the thin wonk line,
thin
dude.
wonk line.
I'm
man.
so
That's-
cold right now. I am fucking freezing cold,
Alright,
dude. My
that's
hands are
it.
numb.
Shout out Video Game Awards. Go watch it.
Shout out Video Game Awards. It's on right now. Christopher Judge just won for Best Voice Actor. Best Performance.
Boy.
Suck dick. He is the best, hands down. He
Yeah,
says, boy.
Easy.
Shout out not having to watch Parasyte anymore. Shout out my dumb young brain thinking this show was good and then for some reason never realizing it was bad.
Shout out someone that listened to this podcast and listened to me be the way that I am and then write an anime about it.
Shout out that
Yep.
Twitter account.
Yeah, shout out
I
the
know-
Couch
Anime
Twitter
Trap
account,
Couch.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to
out
address
Anime
them
Trap
though,
Couch.
real quick. We're gonna need a bigger couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
not enough holes in that couch.
Yeah,
That's a-
dude.
that's a
Kyle's meat
three-seater,
is
dude.
taking
We
up
need a
one
sectional.
whole
Yeah, we're-
seat, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what he's doing there with that couch, but we need a bigger one. And soft.
Okay.
It's leather.
Yeah.
The fact that
I'm
we
not fucking
didn't
leather.
make a comparison between Miggy spreading out across a forest and Kyle's penis is a travesty. A travesty.
Yeah.
We
that's
do it
fair.
a lot. We do his dick joke a lot. You know,
We don't
like,
do it
we
enough.
really want to
Yeah.
We don't
overplay
do it
it.
enough.
I did I was like hanging out with my family. I hadn't seen my cousin in like 8 years.
Yikes, bro.
He was in Florida. He was up here.
Oh,
I was hanging
We're
out
talking
with him.
about dicks.
Yeah.
Right.
And I was like
Continue, I'm sorry.
and I mentioned something blah blah podcast and another cousin was like, you keep mentioning podcasts, are you on one?" I was like, yeah, I'm on. Like I was comfortable enough to be like, yeah, we're doing this, blah blah. She's like, let me look it up. I was like, yeah, cool. Wait, hold on. I have to
Let me
warn
choose
you
the episode,
first.
please.
You need to
I-
not let family know about this shit.
No,
dude.
this is the only family that I would
No.
ever.
Incorrect. Your assessment of the situation is wrong.
Oh.
Family should not know about this.
If we do
Cody's
this
mom
right,
can do it,
nobody
but
will
I
ever
can't tell
know
a cousin Huh?
about this.
Huh?
I tell everybody knows I'm on a podcast. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but I can't.
I think my
tell 'em.
family knows now. I don't care.
But I had to
I
be
don't
like,
fuck.
I was like, okay, two warnings. First off, we're really gross. Like, I don't know how to stress that enough. Second off, my friends talk about my penis a lot.
I think like we need to print out like disclaimers
Yeah.
for like
Yeah, just like a
for when we're
card.
introducing this podcast. Yeah. Yeah.
Contain
Yeah.
piss turkey.
Yeah. Like if we ever do like fucking like events, like we need to have those like
Yeah.
printed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also like tarp for the front row.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. We need
Yeah,
we need like quotes that would kind of give them a taste of what we're
Oh,
about.
yeah, it be your own.
It'd be your
It
do
be
be
your
your
own. I would say
do be your own.
like the whole cheese curd thing or cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese is a
In
good
the-
one.
that shit makes me not want to be on the podcast.
Butt gushers
But
probably.
Gushers is a new
Yeah,
one, dude.
Butt gushers is bad.
Bedpan.
Bedpan. Yep.
That's the dude.
Yeah.
I put myself on the line on that one. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I'm like, ugh. I'm walking out on the ice. I don't.
Yeah.
I know how thin it is. Put me out there, coach. Shout out, Thin Line.
Yeah.
Yep.
Shout out Thin Lines.
Shout out.